This week's Torah portion is Parshat Vayetze, the portion of Vayetze. Vayetze means to go, to leave, to go out. The first verse, the first pasuk in this parsha says, Vayetze Yaakov, Yaakov left and he went to Haran. So everyone asks, why does it say he left and then he went? It could have just said Yaakov went and we understand he left. There are a lot of different answers. And I was thinking of an answer that's very close to me and I wanted to share it with you. And I think there's a tremendous lesson from this word Vayetze, and he went out. We do find another time that this word is said, Vayetze, when Hashem takes Avraham away from his tent. He took him away from his tent when he was telling him he's going to have a child. Avraham simply didn't believe he's going to have children. And Hashem had to take him away from his tent. And it says simply that he told him to look at the stars. And he said, that's going to be as numerous as the stars. You're going to have children as numerous as the stars. So I think there's something much deeper and a life lesson that we really need to hold on to. There is a syndrome called the chained elephant syndrome or the baby elephant syndrome. When a baby elephant is small, you can take a metal piece and tie it around to a tree or to a stump, and it's going to be held. Once the elephant grows and grows and grows, really, it could pull itself away. But what happens is that the elephant gets stuck in its mind that it can't pull away, that it can't leave, that it's stuck. And in its mind, it can't pull off, even though the grown elephant already can pull it very easily off. So in our lives, sometimes we're stuck. Sometimes we feel we're like that baby elephant, that we can't pull away from situation. We're in our box and we can't leave our box and we can't climb the ladder of our potential. And many times, because of that, we don't reach who we really are. And we are all great and we can reach greatness. But many times we feel that we're stuck and we're small. So I want to say, Vayetze Yaakov means Yaakov left his comfort zone. Remember, Yaakov was sitting in the yeshiva of Shem and Aver for 14 years. And before that, he was with his father learning and growing for over 63 years. So for 77 years of his life, he was in a cocoon of holiness. And it wasn't easy for him to leave. But it says, Vayetze Yaakov. And Yaakov took that step and walked out of his comfort zone. He took what he needed to do and he got out of his box. He got out of his box. He got away from his limitations. And he climbed his ladder. And what vision do we see? What vision does he see? He sees a ladder. That means when you leave your box, when you leave your confinement, when you say, I'm going to be who I'm going to be, and I'm going to get away from what's holding me back, then you're going to climb. We're going to climb our potential. And this is the same thing we have with Avram Avinu. Avram, he was on his level, he was stuck that he's not going to have a child. He saw in the zodiac signs, he was an expert in the zodiac signs, and he says, I'm not going to have a child, God. I see it through the stars. It's not going to happen. You're telling me I'm going to have a child, but I don't see it. I'm limited. I see that I'm not going to have a child. Hashem says, you need to go out, which means go out of your limitations. You are thinking that the zodiac and the signs are limiting you. You're above the signs. You can go above that. And this is what Hashem is telling us. Vayetze Yaakov. We have to leave our box. We have to leave our limitations. And when we do that, we're going to become great. I want to wish everybody a great Shabbat and a Shabbat of undoing anything that's bounding us not to reach our limitations. Shabbat Shalom, and have a great, great Shabbat with your family.